Hello friends, welcome to the concept of an introduction to the universal humanity. The objective is here to explore the content for technical education and to live in harmony. Welcome to the session 6, where we would like to explore the harmony in society. Just oh, now we'll see what is desirable and where are we today. Okay. So we can so whenever the families they are living together in the relationships with the mutual fulfillment, we can say they are having the common goals. When that people they are living together but they are not in a relationship of mutual fulfillment, means we can say they might have the different goals. And the third case is that the people they are living separately in opposition with the struggle, the conflicting in goals. So let us see what these are. So when we say that the families they are living together in relationship for mutual fulfillment, the common goal that are the society, the people they are living together but with the not in relationship with the mutual fulfillment, that is a crowd, and if they are in opposition and struggle, that is a battlefield. So now we'll explore the harmony in society, and for the harmony in society the base is harmony in family, and for the harmony in family the base is the harmony in human being. So the human being together, that is a family, the family together, that is a society. So unless and until we doesn't have the harmony in human being, so we'll never have the harmony in family, isn't it? So we need the harmony in families, and then that would be the base for the harmony in society. So first we'll try to understood our goals. So just think over this human goal. Is it the uh, correct one, or we need something else? Okay. So here the proposal has been given for for every individuals. So they are doing or they are thinking for the happiness. So whenever the every individuals, every human being, they are having the right understanding, right feelings. So that will tend toward the every that will tend toward the happiness. And here we have seen what exactly the right understanding and the right feelings. Okay. So the previous sessions we have gone through the so whenever we can have that ability to see the four different levels or the four different orders, and they are how they are useful and how they are complement to each other, and all this whole nature, that is the coexistence, that is it coexistence, and that is there in the energy. So if we are having such type of the right understanding, and if we are expressing it with others, that is the right feelings, so that tends toward the happiness. For the families, so the prosperity, if that is a human goal for every families. The fearlessness, the trust within the society, that is a human goal. And the mutual enrichment in the nature, the coexistence, that is a human goal. So this is what the proposal is there. But what is the current situation? Okay. So is the individual they're having the assumptions. So for example, the money is everything, and if the one is having such type of the assumptions, so he or she may go for the consumptions, profits, and sensual pleasures. And if same thing is happening in families, okay, so everyone is going for the accumulation by any means, okay, and that tends toward the unhappiness. So it will give you the happiness for some moments, for some hours, for some days, but at the end, so we have to think work for the continuous happiness. If we see the conditions in the society, so we can see the domination, the exploitation, and the fear in that societies, which tend toward the terrorism or the war in the thinking process or actual itself. So whenever you are going for the domination, the exploitations, the fear with the others, so in the society, that tends toward this thinking process. If we are having the exploitation for the nature, so that is the resource depletions and the pollution, that is the outcome. So this is what the current situation, and we have to move from this current situation towards the human goals where the happiness, the prosperity, the fearlessness in society, and the coexistence, the mutual enrichment in the nature that is expected. So we'll see what exactly the harmony in society. The society here we have defined the organization of the group of families, then the goal of society, the targets and the program of the human being that will be the same as we have seen that is the human goal. And the living in society that is what we can say it is ensuring the continuity of happiness and the prosperity in every family. So whenever the society is there and wherever the each family these are living in a society, so that society should ensure the continuity of the happiness and the prosperity in each family. And if this is happening, then the multiple families, the every family that will ensure the continuity of happiness. Then we'll see how exactly this human goal is going to be achieved in the society. So we have seen that four different goals at four different places. So that can be fulfilled by means of these five dimensions. So every child, they are going through this education. So the outcome is the sanskar, that is the living part. The second is the health system. The outcome is the commitment. The third one is the production. Outcome is the work. The fourth one is the justice. The outcome is the safety, security, well-beings of each and everything. And the fifth one is the exchange. So that is outcome is the storage for the right utilization. So these are the five different dimensions where if these are in a society, then we can say the human goal is going to be achieved. We'll see one by one. So here the human society can be studied along with this five following dimension as we have seen the education system, the production system, the exchange system, the health system, and then the justice in a in a society. So first we'll try to see, explore this education and then the living part that is sanskar. What so if we are having the education at four different levels from the self, means human being, then the family, then the society, along with the existence. And if you try to understand this all ordinariness, the understanding means if you are having that ability to see the usefulness and the complementness among these four levels, then that we can say that is understanding. And if this understanding is there, then this is what the preparedness to live with elegance. So one should understand. According to the understanding, one should live, and once if one is living with that understanding, then that people or that families or that within that society, they will help the others to understand. And if this is the case, then it is moving towards the happiness. Okay. So the right understanding, depending upon the right understanding, the living part and living in harmony, and if that is a living in harmony, so that person is able to understand, to help the others to understand the right concept. So that that is the moment of the happiness of one family toward the other families. Then the same thing for the skills. Okay, the one can learn the skill, they can do on that one, and once is perfect with that doing, they can teach that to the others. And that is what the prosperity, that are the feelings. Okay, within that family, they are having the material needs, they are fulfilling their material needs, what that is required, and above that one they can utilize in the society. So then, what is the expectation of this education? So once everyone is understood that the four orders and then the complementness, okay, so it will ensure the trust in self, fearlessness, and fulfillments. So that one would be the balance in talent, that is understanding, okay, and personality. The second, so once we know that what exactly the self, what exactly the body, what the utilization of body, then the expectation from that education is to be healthy. Okay. So the first is the trust in self, second is the to be healthy. The third one is to live with the prosperity. So once the we have understood the self, we have understood the what exactly the harmony with the body. The third one is we have to understood what exactly the family is, and then how we have to utilize the material needs. So to live with this prosperity, that is self-sufficiency in occupations. And the fourth one is the satisfaction in the relationships, that is the social and behavior. And the last one is the participation in the orderliness of the society. So just check it out, this expectation from the education. So that whenever the one is getting educated, that is what the minimum expectation ki, uh, that student or that child that should be the self-sufficient in occupations. Not only this part, so that person should be social in behavior as well as they should take the participation. They should have the fearlessness. They should have the trust within and so that outside, and they should be the healthy. So that is what the expectation of the education. The next is the health with the self-regulation. The self-regulation, that is a commitment, that is a feeling of nurturing, protection, and the right utilization in the self or jiva. So this commitment is that are the feelings. Ki, okay, I can nurture and protect and right utilize myself, my body. Okay, and that feelings are within the self. So this health, that is harmony in the various parts or the organs of the body. Okay, the body works according to that self. So in what way we are thinking, so in that way the body gets work, that is work. So I have seen uh, what exactly the priority and uh, we are for what we are talking. Okay, so only the physical facility do not suffice. Okay, so the self that should take the responsibility. Okay, come out. So that is a commitment that is coming out from the understanding. Okay, the body itself is in harmony, so we have to understand this. So if you see, if we have that ability to see within our body, so that it is itself in harmony, so we have to understood and then we have to do in that way. Okay, so for that health, what is the major part? So the what should be the foods, what would be the lifestyles. Okay, what exactly the exercise, how we should go for the exercise, and then the medicine. Okay, so the medicine that should not harm the nature. So the food that should be for the nurturing and the protecting of the body, and the exercise for maintaining the body. So if we know this part through this health system, then we can say the one can move towards the uh, healthy lives. The third one is the production and the work. So the work is the that is the labor part that has been done by the human being on the rest of nature. And then the production, we can say it is a physical facility obtained out of that work. Okay. So once we define this basic concept, then we can find out what exactly what to be produced. So then the required physical facilities. So that required physical facilities is for what? So these are necessity for the nurturing, protecting, and the right utilization of the body. So once we define what exactly we needed in our families, then that much physical facilities that can be acquired. Okay. And then how will produce it? So it will be produced with the mutual enriching, okay, in a cyclic process that will be eco-friendly. So there is no exploitation for the nature, seeing the nature. So we are ensuring the justice along with the people also, along with the co-workers. Okay. So we need that production in such a way that there should be the mutual enrichment and mutual fulfillment. I mean, while working along with the other person. So we should think for this system, that is the production, the work system, the society, so that the mutual enrichment and the mutual fulfillment that should be ensures. So to whom we should say that the mutual enriching and the cyclic process. So every unit in the process that should be get enriched. Okay. So we have seen the plants and the soil water, they are mutually enriching. Okay. But what we are doing, okay. So we doesn't know what exactly that complement is, and henceforth we are going for this resource depletion. The resources these are used at the rate which is faster than the rate at which it is produced in the nature. That is what the resource depletion and the pollution. So it does not return to the cycle in nature. So it is faster than what rate it is there in the nature. But here, so we should ensure the mutual enriching so that the process should be cyclic and that every unit in the process that should be enriched. So that is what the understanding, that is what the right understanding. Okay, we can see, or we should have that ability to see this mutual complementness or that complementness. And once we have that ability to see that complementness, we can go towards this part. We will never have the exploitation in the nature. Okay. So here we have to think about the eco-friendly and the people-friendly technologies and models. Okay, and then ethical utilizations of our skill that should be only to our professional excellence. Okay, so if we are having that complementness, if we are having the mutual enrichment, then only we can say that it is a ethics. Then we'll go for the fourth system, that is the justice and the security. The justice is the recognition of the human-human relationships, its fulfillment and evaluations leading towards the mutual happiness. So we need such type of the system within the society so that the justice should be ensured from family toward the world family. So whenever the justice is there, so we'll have the undivided society, and that will ensure the security. So the recognition of this human with the rest of nature relationships, its fulfillment, evaluation leading to the mutual prosperity or mutual enrichment. So once we are having the justice for the human being, so we can ensure the security for the rest of nature. That is the enrichment, the protection, and the right utilization of the rest of nature. So we need such type of system in the society, so which will ensure the uh, our goal, what we have seen, that is the fearlessness and then the mutual enrichment in the society. The prosperity here we have defined that are the feeling having more than what required. Okay. So here we should have the right understanding to identify how much physical facilities are needed for family. And once we are having that right understanding, then we can ensuring availability of the production of more than the required physical facilities. So once we are having that right understanding, then we can identify how much physical needs are needed. And once we are defined that physical facilities, then we can get it through the skill. And you can think over this. A prosperous person thinks of right utilization, nurturing the others. Okay. And if the person is deprived, so that thinks of the accumulation and exploiting the nature, all exploiting the others. So just think over this part. We are now the prosperous or we are deprived. Okay. And why it is so? This so we doesn't have the right understanding, isn't it? We doesn't have the right skills, and that's why the problems are there. Then the exchange and the storage. The fifth one is the exchange is the physical facilities with the view of mutual fulfillment, and the storage that is the physical facility with the view of mutual fulfillment, not operation of the profit and accumulations. So whenever we are having the uh, more than what we require, so that should be exchanged along with the other person, and for that one we require the storage, so we can store it and then we can provide to the others, so that there will be the mutual fulfillment with the different people at the different place in the society. So here the proposal has been given, that is the universal human goal, right understanding in every individuals, which ensures the prosperity in every family. And if the family is having right understanding for the resolutions with the prosperity, then there would be the fearlessness in the society, which tends towards the coexistence in the nature, that is the mutual enrichment. So right understanding at different levels that tends towards happiness, the mutual trust in relationships, continuity of the productions, okay, prosperity in the family that leads toward the peace. So the trust in the families, society based on the understanding and the relationships. The justice leads toward this fearlessness in society that leads toward the satisfaction. And then if the harmonious society that becomes a complementary to the nature and take the responsibility to the nature, protect and rightly utilize the nature, that is the leading toward the coexistence with the nature, that is what the bliss. So again, we can recap these four activities, that is activity for the excellence. First, we have to self-explore so that we'll get the resolution, awareness of the self. Okay, and along with that one, the learning practice skills so that we can develop our competence, and that leads to the right understanding, right feelings. Okay. For the families, then we can find out what are the physical facilities are needed. Then we will have the production for that one, what is required more than what we required. Then that is what the family educations. So that is what the prosperity. The third one is the justice in human and human relationships. That is the participation in larger order. So that ensures the fairlessness. Okay. So where we can intend that everyone is uh, having the intention of happiness. So that with that clarity. And the fourth one is the right utilization of the physical facility, the protection of the physical facilities, and enrichment of the physical facility that ensures that the existence is in coexistence and that ensures the mutual enrichment in the nature. So, with the summary, we can say the society is composed of families living together in relationships of mutual fulfillment. They are having the common goal, the right understanding for the happiness, prosperity, fearlessness, and the coexistence. The family is the basic unit in society. The society composed of these families, village families, group of village families, and so on and so forth. So every individual is responsible for self-discipline and self-motivated by the common values, participating in the larger order toward the common human goal. So through the participation of this every family in the society, in the five dimensions of social system, the common human goal is fulfilled for family. Uh, for this five, the education sanskar, then health, the productions, and the justice and the exchange. Okay. And then it will be fulfilled for all from one family up to the world family and generation after generations. So the assignments which you can think over this one, what would be the common family goals? Then do you sit together and discuss? So just discuss in a group and just think over these four parts: family goals, the programs for fulfillments of that. Okay. Then the third one is what is the common societal goals, and then how your family is going to be contributing or participating, what goes wrong and what goes right, then how the organization you are working or contributing, they are participating in the fulfillment of the social goals. So can you think, okay, now where exactly we are and from that place where we would like to go? Because ultimately we have to see not only the happiness in parts, we have to see the continuous happiness. So can we think for that continuous happiness along with the prosperity? And if we have to think for that one, so I think so this is the minimum requirement where sitting together we can have a thought process what exactly the common societal goal and how we can achieve it. So the concept has been taken from the Madhyastha Darshan that is propounded by A. Nagaraj. The content of this presentation has been taken from many peoples. those who are studying this philosophy. But the responsibility of the clarification of this presentation lies with me. Okay. For more details, you can visit to my distillation site. My gratitude towards Nagaraj. It is a proposal for happy, meaningful, fulfilling living for all human beings. The proposal implies that we all need to evaluate it for ourselves, by ourselves, and within ourselves. My acknowledgement towards the Divyapat Sansthan, and I'm very much thankful to Yogi Shastriji who has introduced me to this journey. For more detail, one may explore at Manav Tirth for the value-based skill education. For the school education, one may visit Raipur or the English centers. The study centers are there for the families and for everyone at the different corners of India as well as at Canada. One can refer to this web page for more details. Thank you.